welcome to the Local My Life. Have some updates on Madalina. A number of you have been asking for updates, wondering what's been going on with her case over the last, say, 24 hours and all. So I was, yes, and the dogs are starting to growl at me right now, so I'm going to be real quickly giving them a treat here in a second. But I've been able to pull together some new updates that I did want to share with everyone just to kind of bring everyone up to date on that. So if you guys will grab yourself your cup of coffee, some tea. I just realized I left my water in the other room. So I will be drinking coffee today. And I will meet you right after this. Aloha and welcome to the Local My Life. So, first of all, we got some people in chat that I had to say hi to. Hey there, AJ. Hey, yeah, you've been doing great. Keep it up, keep it up. I know hopefully tomorrow night we'll be having Cantina and we can do a lot of updating, see how everyone's doing with the holidays, with their whatever they've been working on goal-wise for themselves and things like that. So, but thank you for popping in, my dear. And also, I know it takes a little while for, good old YouTube's got to get those notifications out. And this was a last minute live. Mom decided to go run an errand. So I was like, I got me a couple minutes before she comes in and starts saying, hi there. And also I decided I'm going to take a chance at this. Hello, Miss Burden. How you doing, my dear? I know Burden's going to be going later on also for some updates on Madalina, as well as a couple of other cases going on right now also. You know what? Is that the first time you've caught the intro? Robbie made that for me way, way back when I first started this. And I got to work on some new stuff and all because I want to do a lot of people are doing with the posters and all that way. Everyone can see posters routinely and we can keep them fresh out there in people's minds. So, hello, JP, my dear. I love you, my dear. By the way, thank you. I saw your comment earlier this morning and it was the perfect way to wake up. And I love you, my dear. I can't wait till we have Cantina tomorrow. I've missed just getting to hang out with Cantina with everyone. So definitely. And Red Rocks is here. Hello, Red Rock. How you doing, my dear? So, let's see, Cassie, I know you're being very noisy. Thank you. And also, is this the same case that's been coming out of Columbus? No. That is another case, and Burden is going to talk about that case on her live a little later today. Definitely that one is frustrating me beyond all get out because the Amber Alerts took way too long in my eyes. I know a lot of people are feeling that way. Luckily, one of the children are safe, but the other one, now we have actually caught the person who had the children, but one of the children is still missing. And it is cold out there and we need to get them home. And also we really need help with getting those posters out and stuff like that. And damn, I do not have my posters open for that. Shoots. I will share those on my community tab afterwards for sure. Sorry, I knew when I go quick like this, I don't have everything ready all the time, I'm noticing. Hello, Aussie True Crime. What you doing? Oh, wait, what time is it? Yeah. Is it night? Okay, I always screw up times. I totally screw up times. And there is Miss Sleuth, who did just go live on the case AJ was just talking about. So let's see. I think that's everything. Let's see. Okay, we are good. So 11 a.m. there. Okay, Aussie True Crime 11. Okay, you're excused. Then you're excused. And you're okay. It's not PM. Well, no, even 11 p.m. I've been up till, way too late lately. It's hard. Oh gosh, 7:19 in Ohio. See, that's the thing. And guys, it's 2:20 my time right now in the afternoon. So it's like really, usually I don't go live this early because I'm working on work, but here we are. So I wanted to start this, as a reminder, Madalina's case. Madalina is the 11-year-old girl from Moldova. Her and her mom were from Moldova. And she went missing for 20 odd days before she was reported missing. And we have just found out about her being missing as of this week. And yet she's been missing for quite a bit longer. Both mom and stepdad are in jail right now for not reporting her missing. That's the case I wanted to give you guys an update on right now. We got, let's see, times here. JP, oh yes, that's a good time. There you go. Oh, see, got the granddaughter. Oh my gosh, Christmas. Yes, yes, yes. Is this the darkest? Yeah, I put it on a little darker than I planned on today, and I was like, I'll forget it. We'll just leave it on dark today. Plus, I didn't get the rest of the makeup on. So, in the bushes, hey gay, hey girl, hey girl. And so, okay, let's get this going real quick. Oh, and Princess Megan's here too. Hello, my dear. I can't pull up your name because there, now it is. Now I can say hi. Okay, let me pull this up real quickly and we can start with this. This was an article, news story that came out about Madalina last night. Okay, I think it was part of their 10 o'clock news oh wait, 6 a.m. So it was this morning's news. Kind of giving a little update of what's been going on, talking about police actually did go to the house yesterday. Heavy presence of police were at the house yesterday evening and pulled out a lot of things and put them into evidence. So what? We don't know right now. We have no idea right now. We've gotten some more information from the arrest sheets about things they expected to find, but we don't know what they found. However, let's go ahead and bring this up right now so we can kind of get caught up a little bit.
We are starting tonight with the breaking news here at 6 o'clock. In the last hour, several Cornelius police SUVs showed up outside the home of Madalina Cojocari. The 11-year-old's been missing for nearly a month. We're pushing to find out what is happening right now at the home. Thanks for watching WBTV. I'm Jamie Bowl.
And I'm Siobhan Bryan. This development comes at the end of a day in which we got new details from court, and we're diving deeper into the law surrounding missing kids. We're going live to our Lowell Rose in that Cornelius neighborhood. Lowell, it was around 5:15 today. You called the newsroom to tell us what you were seeing out there. Did you have any indication this police presence would be out there tonight, and what have you learned so far?
Well, we didn't have any indication of what was going to happen here. We were simply doing updates today about the arrest and arrest sheets of the parents of Madalina Cojocari. Again, shortly after 5 o'clock, if you reference the video that I tweeted out, we saw about 4 vehicles, 4 SUVs from Cornelius Police pull up in front of the home of Madalina Cojocari. Shortly after, we saw roughly a dozen officers in front of the home line up, and as you can see through that video, you can see the officers do enter that home, what appears to be searching the home. Now, we haven't been able to get any information as to what's happening here, but I can tell you that crime scene investigation truck is here along with roughly a dozen plainclothes Cornelius police officers here on the scene, and we're approaching.
Stop that real quickly right there for 2 reasons, actually. Number one, just wanted to say some of the stuff people were talking about, they were saying that at one point they saw some large containers being brought out and all. If you remember, there was, hello, Jet's mom, welcome, welcome. And yes, I can't wait to share what I'm going to share in just a second. And if you guys remember, there was some discussion at one point that when the police initially went into the house the first time, they thought they saw an area that had been boarded up a bit. So there is some question about that right now. Now, I'm sorry. I kept thinking I was going to wait to say this until later. I can't wait and say this later right now. I'm sorry. Sorry. Kason Thomas was just found safe. The little baby we were just talking about at the beginning of this was just found. Oh, yes. Yes, let me real quickly. Let me pull something up real quickly here. Right here to show everyone his cute little face. And also, there we go. Kason found safe. My God, I am so Guys, you have, okay, all you guys in chat right now, I mean, these are Christmas miracles right here. These are just an hour ago. We were literally sitting here scared to freaking death that we were not going to have a good end to this story. And now all of a sudden this coming out of it. Hey, Queen, thank you for popping by, my dear. Thank you so much. Oh, Tammy. Hi there, Tammy. Uh, we just got out of that last live, and it's like, I'll be honest, I went as far as to say something that just sickened me to have to say. That I hope this is a case of a gray market adoption or something like that, rather than him being dumped off on the side of the road or something like that. I was so freaking worried. I think a lot of us were worried about that. It's so cold right now on the mainland. And this is a Christmas miracle, guys. And they do happen. That's why we say there is always hope. There is always hope. Even with Madalina right now, I'm choosing. There is going to be hope for this. Okay, there's so many possibilities out there right now. Hello, Annie. Welcome, my dear. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Hearts in chat. Law enforcement, yes. I am very upset about the Amber Alert situation in this. We need, as a country, to relook at our Amber Alert systems and decide what needs, because every state does things differently. Okay, in Texas, we would have had Amber Alerts out so fast. Okay, other places, nothing. But you know what? Right now, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that in the future. We will deal with that in the future. Right now, this little guy's going home to the rest of his family. Can you see Christmas morning now? They were looking at Christmas. They were looking at the possibility of Christmas without their heart. Okay, guys, seriously. They were looking at Christmas without their heart there. Okay, think of all the gifts. At this point, you guys know you've already bought Christmas gifts. And they would have had all those things and been missing this little one. And he's going to be there with them. He's going to be there with them. And I just, whew. Yeah, nope. AJ, she will have the greatest, and I'm going to let her focus on most of the, I'm just excited and all, and I do want to give Madalina the time that she needs here, because we need to get this type of ending for Madalina right now, because there is a chance out there. There is hope out there for that. Oh my gosh. I'm happy. I am so happy right now. Okay. Okay. Whew, okay, I'm going to pull off everyone. Hearts in chat for all that were involved. I'm sure we'll get more information about how he was found, where, who was involved, all that. I know all that's coming. And but right now, to know that we have this is bingo. There, Burden. Burden's going to cover this. She also has another case. Guys, and that's what Burden just said is the truth. A lot of times we focus on individual cases, and we forget how many others are out there. So we celebrate and then we move on. And you love the celebration moments that you get, but you know there's so many others who need their story told, who need to be found, who need their picture shared out and stuff like that. And as Burden just said, yep, we're going to celebrate, but there's more cases out there that we need to cover. There's more people we need to make sure are recognized if they're out there in the public. If someone happens to go into a Burger King for dinner or a 7-Eleven or something like that, and they see someone. And exactly, so many. So, but in the meantime, we will celebrate that one right there. And let me bring back up the video that I was in the middle of showing when all of that happened. Let me get my system audio back right. Let me see. Sorry, gang. Okay, here we go. So back where we were before all the amazing story goes on. We were talking about Madalina and how the police had shown up at her family house yesterday evening, and there was a very large presence of police there. In addition to that, they did have evidence trucks that came out, and things were loaded into the vehicle and all. So let's get back to that video. Hopefully audio's working. Let me know if it's not.
Reaching roughly the hour mark. This happened shortly after 5 p.m. earlier today when we saw those crews pull up here in front of that home. And again, we were preparing for just an update about the parents here and about law, what led to the parents' arrest, Kaylee's law here in North Carolina. We talked to the lawmaker and what was based on the high-profile case in Florida and what led to this law being enacted nearly 10 years ago.
Kaylee's Law. Not sure how many of you guys in chat know where Kaylee's Law came out of. Kaylee's Law is actually from the Kaylee Anthony story. Okay, we all remember, okay, way back, we've recently had a new little docuseries go on and all about Kaylee Anthony and her, okay. That in that case, it was another case of a child not being reported missing for way too long. And without getting into the case, after that, a decision was made in Florida that there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for a child to go missing, okay, hell, for more than a couple hours without being reported, to be honest. Okay, so what they did at that point was they created a law in Florida called Kaylee's Law. And that was one of the reasons that this got pushed out as quickly as it got pushed out. And I think one of the reasons why it upped in seriousness, because they realized they had an 11-year-old who'd been missing for 20 odd days and no one knew anything about what was happening to her. And Kona coffee sounds good. That's actually what I got going here. And hey, Sleuth, you have every reason to go out there and do all of, yes, share the good news when we have it. And also, so here's a little bit about the Kaylee's Law bit real quick, and then we'll move on.
It brings back a lot of memories.
Kelly Hastings, a state representative in North Carolina, sees the similarities between the disappearance of Madalina Cojocari and Kaylee Anthony.
A child that age, and nobody seemed to report that disappearance to law enforcement. Allegedly, that's what I've understood.
Madalina Cojocari was missing for 22 days before police was notified, and that's after the school counselor and school resource officer did a home visit and requested a meeting with the mother. Kaylee's Law makes it illegal to not report a child missing after 24 hours.
The 24-hour period is designed, my understanding is from law enforcement, that first few days is really important in trying to find
So important.
the person. And once you move on beyond a number of days, the risk factor goes up that there's been some sort of harm.
Now, as of right now, the mother and stepfather of Madalina Cojocari are in jail right now facing charges of failure to report her missing to police. Again, she went missing for 22 days before the police even knew this was a thing. Reporting live in Cornelius, Lowell Rose, WBTV, on your side.
Meanwhile, that search
WBTV has done a wonderful job on doing all the coverage that they've been doing and all. And I love it when you've got local news stations who really take these things serious and get the word out to people. And when you've got the police who are there also to help. Kaylee's Law, I really wanted to make sure everyone had information on that because I think it's something that we need to look at nationally, honestly. Okay, like they said, 24 hours, I think that's long enough. If you know your child's been missing for 24 hours, especially at those ages, yeah, I think they need to be reported at that point. So, okay, let's bring this up and move on back into Madalina. Now, like I told you guys from the beginning, there is always hope. There will always be hope. Okay, extended family. Okay, as we know, Madalina and her mom were from Moldova. She's got extended family in Moldova. Okay, who are, and other people, even on her stepfather's side, who probably love her. And family, we know what it's like. When you get to know someone in your family, you pull them on. Okay, they're part of who you are. They become part of the definition of who you are. And many of them are hoping, and their hope is there. So we should have that hope too. Yes, there are some really bad red flags in this case. We're not going to lie about it. Okay, but we do need to have that open. Thanks, Jets, Mom. And Seal, I think I said hi to you real quick, but not verbally. So hello, my dear. Okay, so Madalina, as we said, is still missing. She's 11 years old and was last seen around the 22nd. I just FYI, little switch off to the other. It does sound like Kaysen was found in the car. He was left in the car. So please go over to Burdens when she does her live later because she'll be updating us on all of that stuff and all. But I know a lot of people are wondering. And by the way, I am sitting here looking at his picture while I'm doing this. And it's actually open to his picture so I can watch him. She is still missing. There is a chance because of the way the disappearance happened. Hello, Kelly. There is a very good chance that if she's still with us, she could be anywhere in the Midwest. She could be actually anywhere at this point. And so we need to keep an eye out and share across the country. Posters are out. If you need to go into Discord and get the poster from Discord, let me pull that up real quickly again so everyone has the latest update on Discord. And let me see here. Here we go. I have posters in Discord if you need to go in there and grab Discord posters. Please help us share that out. Seal, we don't know. Honestly, I think as law enforcement, you'd almost always have to think you need that hope. If you don't have that hope, sorry, losing my voice. If you don't have that hope, Seal, could you see day in, day out dealing with a case like this? That hope is what drives you forward every day. Yes, that hope is also what makes it so hard if things don't turn out the way. But you always have to have hope. You always have to. I don't know where they stand on it personally. And so we'll just see what happens over that. And no problem. AJ, wherever we post, that's the greatest thing about YouTube giving everyone a community page is we all have this possibility now to share posters. So, okay, so moving on with this. Where I wanted to start is earlier today, the police put out a letter that came from Madalina's extended family. Now, question has happened, what side, because we do know there's two different sides of the family. From the wording of it and all, I'm pretty sure it's coming from the stepfather side of the family, this side that is here in the United States. Moldova family has had some discussions and stuff like that also. However, this letter itself that you're looking at right now is from her stepfather's side of the family. And I did want to just read that through because you know what? Even if step parents are involved in this, extended family are hurting. And we need to always remember that no matter what. Hello, Petunia. Welcome, 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 my dear. Welcome. So we as a family are devastated and absolutely heartbroken to learn that Madalina is missing. This was written on the 22nd. So this was written today. We love Madalina and are shocked by these circumstances. This is something no child or family should ever have to endure. Our family is doing everything we know to do to support the efforts to find Madalina and bring her home. We are and continue to have hope and positivity in this difficult time and pray that she is found safe very soon. Hello, Gladys, my dear. Hey, hey, my dear. We know and greatly appreciate that the local, state, national, and online communities have come together to share flyers, offer positive support, hold prayer vigils, support law enforcement, and are doing everything possible to find and bring Madalina safely home. We are also appreciative of all the efforts, endless hours, and boots on the ground of the local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies involved with the same goal. Madalina is a beautiful, smart, kind, and loving 11-year-old girl with greatness in her future. We are desperate to find her right now. She needs all of our help. We ask for your continued positive support in sharing far and wide the posters and pictures of Madalina. Each and every share may be one step closer to finding her. If you believe you have seen Madalina or have any information related to her whereabouts, please contact your local law enforcement agency or the Cornelius, North Carolina Police Department and come forward with this information. Anything may help. Our family would like to express sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for your support. Our family will continue to do everything we know and learn to do for Madalina's safe return home. Blessings. You know, it's important for us to recognize, okay, the hope. I know it's so easy for us to focus on, okay, the facts of the case, okay, and kind of the facts sometimes make us cold to the emotions that are going on here. Sometimes we have to be cold to the emotions because it hurts. It hurts when you hear a story end badly, but when they end up good, it feels amazing. It really does. And so hearing things like this, okay, hearing her family talk about how beautiful, smart, kind she was. We've seen her in the video already of her in the school bus, and you kind of can get a little feel for her there. Okay, I made the comment that it looks to me like she may have tried saying goodbye to the bus driver, not once, but maybe even twice there. And the respectful, kind, loving, that actually fits with what I was kind of seeing in the video there. And so, yeah, she could really honestly be anywhere. We know as we move forward with this, because I do want to go through the latest arrest report. It's pretty much kind of a lot of the same from the other day, but there's a little extra added at the end because it's based off of her mom's arrest report. But if she was with her stepdad when he traveled, she could be anywhere at this point very easily. Okay, the evidence they may be looking for may actually be evidence pointing in that direction, because some of what we are seeing here, and we're going to be told about, I think it's in this one, is that some of her clothes are missing from the residence. So did he take her with them? So let me go ahead and switch us over here to the arrest sheet. So we went through, okay, earlier, last update was the arrest sheet for Dad, and I did the timeline. I broke down a full timeline. If you would like to look for that timeline, please go back into my last live, and you'll be able to see the full timeline broken down. There's not much change to that timeline. It's now just filling in a couple little holes, little pukas, as we say in Hawaii. And I am, though, however, since we do definitely have a couple new people here who are new to the case and all that, I wanted to update you guys on all of that also. So I am going to read through the whole thing and we can talk about it as we go through it. Sorry about my voice. I think I might be coming down with a cold or something. So something's up, or allergies. You live in Hawaii, allergies are year round. So the Mecklenburg County Arrest Processing Center arrest sheet, again, for this is for her mom. So on Thursday, December 15th at approximately 1:12 in the afternoon, officer responded to Bailey Middle School located in Cornelius. The complainant, Madalina Cojocari, who resides in Cornelius, reported her juvenile daughter, Madalina, had been missing since approximately noon on Tuesday, November 22nd. Again, November 22nd to December 15th. Big concern there. And the reason why Kaylee's Law was something that came into play, at least in theory. On Monday, December 12th, at approximately 2 p.m., Bailey Middle School Resource Officer Jay Nobles, sorry, someone is calling me right now, attempted a home visit with 6th grade school counselor Mrs. Lampkin in reference to Madalina. Mrs. Lampkin stated Madalina had not been to school since Monday, December 21st, 2022. Remember, there was school on the 22nd. 22nd was the last day of school before going into Thanksgiving break. Hey there, Amy, my dear. Congratulations again. Amy's got new grandkiddos. Yes. So happy for her. I hope that was okay. Yeah. And the police are now going by the 21st is the last day seen on the bus. Exactly. And because that is officially the last day we know that she was seen. Everything else after that is hearsay. On Wednesday, December 14th, Mrs. Lampkin advised Madalina's mother, Diana, called her requesting a meeting in reference to Madalina, and Mrs. Lampkin advised Diana, stated she would bring Madalina to school on Thursday and meet with Mrs. Lampkin in reference to the truancy. I skipped a sentence above. What had happened is the day before that phone call, the two people went to the house. And while at the house, they rang the doorbell, trying to find out, is Madalina here? Thinking, okay, she's probably sick, whatever. They'd gone through the whole Thanksgiving break. Okay, and then she's not back in school for 2 weeks. Okay, they're now getting a little concerned. They go visit. No one answered the door. They left the truancy packet. Phone call happened the next day. Amy, exactly. What the heck is going on with all these missing children not showing up to school? I do have to say the school did follow their procedures and protocols. Unfortunately, what came in the middle of that was the Thanksgiving break. So usually they would have been doing these visits 1 week earlier or amping up to the higher level of response. But because of Thanksgiving, it kind of popped up in the center of the time period. On Thursday, December 15th, Madalina Cojocari arrived at the school without Madalina and met with Mrs. Lampkin. Mrs. Lampkin requested Officer Nobles, the resource officer, step into the meeting at that time. When Officer Nobles arrived, Mrs. Lampkin and Diana advised me that Madalina had been missing since Wednesday, November 23rd at approximately 2200 hours, which is 10 p.m. Now, as Tammy mentioned, police are leaning towards the idea the 21st is the official last known date. Officer Noble spoke to Diana, who advised she last saw Madalina on Tuesday, November 22nd at noon. She stated that Madalina went into her room that night to go to bed. Diana stated her and her husband, Christopher Palmer, argued that night, and the next morning he drove to his family's house in Michigan to recover some items. Diana stated she went to check on Madalina around 11:30 in the morning on the 24th and noticed Madalina was not in her room anymore. That's when she said she realized she was missing. So we're talking the 24th is when she says. Diana stated she waited until Saturday, November 26th at 7 p.m. when Christopher returned home before asking if he knew where Madalina was. Christopher stated he did not and asked the same question in return. Okay, we know they went back and forth. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Are you hiding her? Are you hiding her? All that kind of kept going on and on. Christopher stated he did not and asked the same question in return. I asked Diana why she did not report Madalina missing until now. Diana stated she was worried it might start a conflict between her and Christopher. Officer Nobles requested she contact Christopher and have him come to the school. Okay, Officer Nobles then contacted 2 detectives for assistance. That's kind of where we stopped on the last report. So, in fact, to be honest, I have not compared it, but it looks like it might be a copy-paste thing at that point. Yeah, there are some things. I could see it with a teenager. You know, your teenagers sleep in and stuff. 11, I guess possible, but I don't know. Again, also Thanksgiving too at that point. Okay, Thanksgiving is the day she was recognized that she was supposedly not there anymore. So, has a motive been revealed to why the stepfather, and I say this for allegedly kidnapped his stepdaughter? Does he have a history of violence on a sex? You know what? There's a lot of things going on out there on it. I don't want to go too much into the assumption things right now. There are some things addressed here. Some people have wondered, is there any abuse going on in the family? One of the things that is brought up, and I don't think it's brought up here. Oh, no, it is. Actually, I'll go on to that part because this was interesting, I thought, also. And here we got Amy, the whole thing crazy, the mother and child from Moldova. They came, yeah. For those of you who are new, the 2 came to from Moldova in 2016, I guess. Okay, I actually don't know that date, but thank you, Tammy. What happened was after giving birth to Madalina, she gained a lot of weight. And I think she there was comments, okay, online that she wanted to lose weight so she could get remarried someday and things like that. She joined kind of like a Greatest Loser type competition thing that was going on locally in Moldova. And then somehow worked her way over here to the United States. So what I was kind of leaning towards mentioning at that point is in this next section, Detective Patterson questioned. So now we're talking, this is coming from the detective himself, or herself. Questioned Miss Diana Cojocari regarding her missing daughter. She explained she believed her husband put her family in danger, but did not know what happened to Madalina. She doesn't go any further into that than to say that. So we've been told 2 things about their relationship. She was worried it would start a conflict between the 2, and that's why she didn't push things further or report it or anything else. And now she's saying she was worried that her husband was going to put the family in danger. We don't know what that means. We don't know if there's truth behind this or it's just her words. Okay, we've got to always be open to all these things and all, but that's something that is coming out. It's also coming out now that she stated she did contact her family in Moldova, who advised her to contact the police, and still she hesitated to call. So that was a big news to me because I was wondering, did the family know that she was missing her daughter? Did anyone know anything like that or at all? According to her, they did. I'm not sure what the family says about that. I do know some of the family have been spoken to. I think it's the father. And the father honestly believes that she has been kidnapped and that it wasn't a case of she's no longer with us. He feels she is still with us, but she was taken away. And whether it was a soul type thing, given away, whatever it was, that's where his thoughts are. Again, dad is in Moldova. The one in jail is stepdad. So moving on, Diana stated, and this answers some of the questions people were asking about, Madalina does not have a phone. Okay, a lot of people were wondering, did she have a phone with her? Could it be pinged? Things like that. She does not have a phone. Her backpack and some clothes were missing from the residence. Now, what is okay, Seal, see, and that's why I wanted to say what I did, because I myself had not seen anything about whether or not the parents. Guys, this is one reason why we always have to question everything we see or hear, even if it's written here. Just because someone says something to police doesn't mean it's true. Okay, or it could be true. We don't know. Seal, thank you for sharing that, because yeah, if her parents didn't know what was going on, and that actually kind of makes more sense to me, because otherwise in my head I'm like, well, then why did they call the police themselves? And even from another country. So that is actually, thank you for sharing that. And Seal, yes, the family doesn't know, but his family said she could be from taken from North Carolina to Michigan. That's a biggie. That's a big possibility. So it's always, we got to always question every little thing. Okay, and no, it could be this, it could be that. Okay, because the moment we start zeroing in and saying this is what happened is the moment we stop looking. And once we think we know what's happened, okay, we're not open to the possibilities anymore. And we're not open to the possibility of this. The little one can still be alive, and he's now coming home from Christmas. So backpack, clothes missing. Was that said to set up an idea of her running away? Maybe, possibly. Could it be that stepdad took her with her backpack and some clothes? Possibly. Okay, we don't know, but it's another piece of the puzzle now. Diana did state that Madalina did not have any friends she would stay with, and they have no family around due to Diana being from Moldova. And that's been one of the questions brought up routinely right now, is whether language is an issue for stepmom, for example. They've been here since 2016, but language could still be an issue. So there's a lot of different things that could potentially be going on within this, but it sounds like, and looking at her on the bus and all, she did look like she was a little more on the shy side, that sweet, shy type of thing. So mom's saying right there, she wouldn't go running to someone else's house or something like that. So in one sign, she's saying the backpack and clothes are missing, but the next she's saying she wouldn't go running away. That's basically what it sounds like to me. She's saying there'd be nowhere for her to go. And again, she's 11 years old. And mother can speak English and the child does. Yes, they both do speak English. The question is how well. I haven't really, okay, and do they comprehend? I think she does. Madalina for sure at her age, and when they came, definitely. Mom could still be, if anyone's ever been in a country and learned a second language, you still think in your normal initial language, and sometimes there's differences. And, but yes, they do speak English for sure. I do want, yeah, let me correct that for sure. The last paragraph here says, Detective Nichols and I went to the house in Cornelius to search Madalina's room. Mrs. Cojocari and Mr. Palmer were adamant they did not know where Madalina could be. While in the residence, I noticed an area, this is what I mentioned earlier, blocked with plywood off the kitchen. Detective Nichols asked about the area, and Mr. Palmer stated they had planned to make a separate apartment. Due to circumstances surrounding the absence of Madalina and the 3-week delay, I believe there's probable cause for arrest, which I think all of us would agree with at that point. Gang, what is that area that was taken off? Okay, boarded off. Was it truly a new apartment? I think the house is like a 4-bedroom house, something like that. It's a large house. Yes, I have heard this multiple times, and it's something to warn your children about. This is what Amy just said here is not a joke. Traffickers will pay teens to lure, girls away, whatever, even guys. I've heard of it even in guys' cases. Okay, wow. And then the personal comment there. Yeah. Um, those are possibilities, and that's why I will continue to always have hope here. Okay, there is hope until we know, because there is a very good possibility here. We don't ourselves, police may have more evidence, but we don't have any evidence. Okay, yes, there was a fire in the backyard. Okay, they said they were burning a couch. Was there anything on the couch? Yes, there's possibilities. There's always possibilities. Okay, but we don't have all of the facts law enforcement have. That's up to them to pull all those together. Okay, we get the word out to everyone about this girl. Okay, this girl who last seen now November 21st, not the 23rd, from Cornelius, North Carolina. She could be anywhere in the Midwest. Sorry, I'm trying to shut up dog right now. 11 years old, sixth grader. She's in sixth grade, going into Christmas holidays. She should be going in trying to look for presents and trying to open them up and stuff like that right now. That's what she should be doing. She's 4'10", 90 pounds. Here, gorgeous long brown hair. But again, like we always say, if someone wants, if someone's outside, and they've been taken by someone else, they could look different. Hair can be cut, hair can be colored. But here she's got gorgeous long brown hair. Petunia, yes, the dog is really paying attention. And also, she went missing officially the 21st, but was not reported till much later. We know that. Concerns about what she went missing wearing. Mom says that she was last seen in bed that night. However, what we're being told she was last seen wearing was jeans, pink, purple, and white Adidas shoes, a white t-shirt, and jacket. So the question comes from me, could that be what she wore to school on the 21st? And the police just put that out because they knew more than we knew at that time. So they're sharing what they know she was wearing last time. If you look at the video of her on the bus, the shirt, I don't know if I would call it a white t-shirt, but it's definitely a t-shirt. And it's very light colored. I don't see a jacket, but it's possible. But the idea of someone going to bed wearing all that, unless she saw mom, it's like, bye mom, I'm going to sleep. And she was fully dressed at that time. That's possible. I bring up all of these other ideas because I want people to think those things through for themselves. Because otherwise we get ourselves too much into this idea of reading rumors and not questioning the rumors that we're reading. And we've got to realize we're here to share these pictures, the story. Let the police do the rest. We can talk, and we do talk. We talk all the time about it. So if anyone has any information, as the family said, contact your local police, 911. Nice, easy phone number. You can dial that for anyone. Anytime you see something or know something about any missing person, you don't have to go online looking for a phone number to call. Just call 911. And however, if you've got the chance to look for the number, here's Cornelius's number, 704-892-7773. Sorry, someone wanted to be picked up. Yes, didn't you? And also, if you guys can help us with sharing this out, if you need the posters, multiple places you can go. There's so many versions of these posters out right now for any missing person. You can go to my Discord if you need one of these. You can go to any of the people that, okay, we've talked about so many people here that have posters also. You can go to Facebook, search her name, and you're going to come up with posters. There's so much out there that you can get them from. Puppy Bob is here. Yes, exactly. This is what she wanted from the get-go. So she did want attention. So I know Burden is going live. I'm not sure, Burden, if you're still here and have a time. Let me know if you do have a time. But do go over there so you can hear more about, okay, our amazing stories and all, okay, as well as there are, like she said earlier, so many other people that need their story told. Okay, for every time we find someone, there's other people who need to replace that other picture. We need to keep these pictures out. That's why I was saying I love the people who have intros with all the posters because it reminds us. So tomorrow, as we kind of close this live up so that you guys can head over there when she starts up, tomorrow we will be doing our mental health live. For those of you who have never been here before, I do mental health lives every Friday, about 5 minutes for Burden. Yes, please head to Burden right after this. If you guys have a subject, I haven't chosen a subject for tomorrow's mental health live tomorrow. So if you have an idea of a subject, feel free to email me, thelocalmylife@gmail.com. What are some mental health subjects that you would like discussion on? Okay, can't promise for tomorrow, but it's possible, definitely. And tomorrow night, you have my word, we are going to be doing Cantina, special Christmas Cantina, maybe read some Christmas stories, talk story. I may even bring out karaoke. And so be ready for that tomorrow. Keep an eye out for all that. So head over to Burden's. She'll be starting any minute now. And yes, Seal, you're going to come sing, aren't you, Seal? Yeah? Oh, I wonder who I can get to come up and sing that's never sung before. That's what I want. Some people who've never sung before need to come up. And because karaoke is a lot of fun. We haven't done that. Yeah, we need mental health. And all of these missing, this really, and maybe it is something just on grounding and how to help yourself, how to take care of yourself when you are dealing with this type of news all the time. Gladys, trust me. We have fun. We have fun. And it's more about the fun of it than anything else. So it's fun. I will look forward to you guys. And hopefully we'll get some other people up to sing because I don't want to sing all. That's not fun. Would you stop barking, Pia? Thank you. Yeah. I only have 2 hands, but 3 puppies. That makes it hard to hold them. So anyhow, please head over to Burden's and we'll continue. I'm going to head over that way myself. And I will see you guys at 9 o'clock Eastern for Mental Health Live tomorrow and 11 o'clock, I think it is, for Cantina. So talk to y'all later. Love you guys. Aloha. Say goodbye, Cassie. Yeah, no, she just wants to kiss me. I don't want that right now. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Aloha. Mahalo. Mele kaliki maka. And haole makahiki ho. Bye-bye.